Hi Flosstube, I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is
Rose Crafty Corner. Welcome back to our regular viewers and subscribers. Thank you for joining us once again. And to anyone who is new here, and we have had a few new subscribers.
We have.
Thank you for joining us as well. We hope you enjoy what you see here today and that you will stay with us.
And come on the crazy ride.
And like, comment, let us know what you're into, what you're stitching, all the things. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. We would really appreciate it. We love all our subscribers.
Yes, we like building the channel for you guys. And
absolutely.
We just love showing you what we have to work on and what's coming up and all the things.
All the things. So if you have been here before, you will know that I have, the last couple of videos, challenged Ro to work on something that has been put aside and has had less love than some of her other things.
Lost the love.
Yes. So the last one I challenged her to do was the bobbins from last year. It was a free stitch along from Creatively Crafting. If you subscribed to her emails, you would have received them. And there is a new one on for this year as well, although we're getting close to we're getting to the end of the year, so I don't know that you can go back and get all the previous months or not, but that may become available for purchase next year. But
possibly.
Just keep an eye on that one. I challenged her to do at least one bobbin in the fortnight.
Well, I made an attempt.
You got at least 100 stitches
I put
done
some
anyway.
love into it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's the main thing. Show us what you got done.
I did work on it for the one day, and I did get 138 stitches in. And on this particular bobbin here, where is she? There she is. So she's got two eyes and half a hair and the top part of the bobbin. She is Tinkerbell. So we will show you what she will look like. She is now 18.38% done.
Very good.
So almost 20%. And I have a little story. I was supposed to work in this box and do the Halloween cat. And I sat down and started working in this box and I was like, oh crap. So I said to Kylie, it looks like I'm not doing the Halloween cat one. So yeah, doing Tinkerbell instead. So and then once that one's done, that whole top half will be done except for the X's in between. So yeah.
And are you going to continue?
Yes, I will continue with that.
All right, so we're not UFOing that one. We are going to keep going.
Yep.
So now, due to the fact that we are coming into a very busy season, we will be putting the challenges on hold now until next year. But at least it achieved something.
It got me working on something.
It got you working on one that you would like to continue on, and it got you to UFO one that
it did.
Will not be in our whip parade. Because it's been UFO'd. There's one less to show. So, you know, it was worth me giving you that challenge.
It was.
All right. And because we are into a new month, it is now October and we haven't filmed since September, we have added up our total amount of stitches for the month of September. Now, my total was 10,910. I cracked the 10,000 for the first time this year, so quite happy with that.
She almost caught me.
Not quite. You still beat me by a fair bit.
I reckon you'll beat me this month though.
Only because you've got other things
I've got other things to do, which takes away stitchy time.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So Rose's total for September was
18,145. So, you know, I think you're closer than what you have been to me though.
Well,
maybe.
yes, and that is my highest for the year.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, PB.
Yes. For this year, I haven't cracked the 10,000 this year, so that's the first time I've actually gotten over 10,000.
Excellent.
So yeah, I actually had
well done.
a pretty good month. And I mean, some of that was backstitch, but
that's okay. Every stitch is a stitch.
Yeah, it all counts.
Yep, it does.
So
alrighty,
we will move straight into
new starts. And of course, I couldn't wait.
We've had a few new starts because being Spooktober, we decided we were going to just work on Halloween-ish projects.
Yep.
So we've had some new starts. I've actually had some SAFs, some start and finishes.
Yep.
So I will show them later when we get to finishes. My first new start that's not finished
Yeah, if you had this one as a Saf, I'd be like, whoa.
Then I would have definitely been new. I only started this one last night. And this is my Gothic witch, who we have nicknamed Hazel.
Mm-hmm.
And she's from Digital Patterns World. And so I got 217 stitches done, which brought her to 0.82% complete. There's like 26,000 something stitches in this. So it's
that's why I said if you had this one finished, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, especially if I'd done it in one night, because I only started last night on this one. So, it's not too bad a new start.
Yeah.
To get 200
it's a decent amount.
Yes.
So
that is Hazel.
Wonderful.
And what did you have as a new start, Ray?
Okay, I had 2 new starts.
Okay.
So,
first one
is called Skelly Dances. Now, this is 3 little skeletons dancing.
It's very cute.
It is very cute. I have 1 skeleton finished.
Excellent.
So, I'm very pleased with that. I worked on this one of the days during the fortnight, and then yesterday I was on the train and I tried to work on it yesterday, and then my glasses broke, so I gave up. Then last night I was like, no, I need to concentrate on this. So yeah. So as I said, 2 days, 357 stitches, and it's at 32.99%. So it's technically a third done because there's 3 skeletons and 1 is finished.
Yep.
But it's like
the others must have more stitches or something.
0.01 of 33%. So I was like, I found that amusing.
Yeah, very good.
So yeah, I changed it onto the green fabric for that one because I liked the mottling in it, and I thought it would pop.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm very happy with that one.
That's 1 new start, and
that is
second new start.
And then my second new start is also a pattern that you haven't seen me talk about before, because this is also part of my haul. And this is called Halloween Calendar. And this is by Tiny Modernist. I spent 7 days on this one, 2,701 stitches, and it's at 16.04%. Now I was enabled by the lovely Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches for this one. Thank you, Adelaide. She showed it on her Halloween projects that she was going to do.
Yeah.
And she's doing 31 days of Halloween. If you haven't seen her or know of her, go and check her out. We'll leave a link in the description.
She's a fellow Aussie.
She is a fellow. She's a lovely lady, lovely young lady.
Yeah.
And she's keeping up with it every day.
She is, and doing another Halloween project in the same day.
Yes.
And I don't know how she's doing it, because some of these she's been saying have got like 300 odd stitches in each one.
Number 3 with the moon and the bats was quite heavy with stitches. But she had all the frame done in September.
Yes, true.
And I only found this pattern a couple of days before October started. So I was like, buy the pattern, get the fabric, and also try and get the frame
and all the rest of it. Yeah.
And I also just wanted to mention this fabric was one that I hand dyed back earlier in the year, I think it was. No, last year it
would have been. Yeah.
I dyed this fabric. It was blue. I didn't know much about dyeing at the time, and I put it out in the sun to dry, and it turned grey. So in some lights it looks blue, and then in some lights it looks grey. But I was devastated, and now I'm finally happy because I did show this one in our plans for the Sorceress, but I worked out it wasn't wide enough to give me a nice margin down the side to be able to frame it.
Yeah.
So this one, I'd change it to this one. So I'm really happy that it now has a home, and I still have another piece that length at home.
Yeah.
So
okay, very good.
Yeah. 16.04%. I'm not sure if I said that before, but yeah, I'm trying to catch up with that one.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love it. So
gotta keep up with Adelaide.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay. So that was our new starts.
It was.
All right, so now we will move on to whips. So I will show two of mine first. If you saw us last time, you would have seen I was madly trying to do some finishes in September. And this was the Stitching Gone Troppo bookmark that we got the pattern on the cruise that we went on.
Yep.
And I didn't quite get it finished. I have finished the main part. There is backstitch in between all those boxes, which you can hardly see there, but I've still got a bit more of that to go. And then I've got to fill in all the little boxes with the
little icons
that I have chosen to go with that one.
It's looking really good.
It is. I'm quite happy with it.
You're so much further ahead of me than on this one now.
Yeah, well, I was actually doing it.
Yeah. I haven't touched mine.
Makes a big difference when you actually, work on some.
Yeah, I haven't touched mine. I've been busy on other things.
Yes. So, I didn't quite get it finished. I was hoping to in September, but, time ran out. It's a short month.
I don't know about you, but I always think, I'll have well, obviously it's going to be different for you because you have kids, but I always think, I'll get this, and this done. And then by the end of the month, I'm like, whoa.
Where did it go?
I so overestimated what I had a chance to do. So
anyway. For sure. And if you follow us on Instagram, you will have seen that I posted the other day. I went to the Titanic, the Human Story exhibition in Brisbane City, and went in on the train with my husband.
Yeah.
We had a kid-free day.
It's always nice.
And so I got some train stitching done, and that was on my little Christmas bear. So I finished filling in his face, and I've started doing his little, pajama top.
Yep. Little striped
the
pajamas.
Sleeves coming down there. And
how much percent is
so he's coming along. So since I showed him last, I'd done 184 stitches. He's now at 52.38%. So just over halfway.
I was going to say he looks close to halfway done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to say with the Stitching Goes Troppo, I got the bookmark. I got 514 stitches done plus 378 backstitch, and that's at 61.55%. But that is including all of the options for the boxes.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's probably actually a little bit more than that because we got, I think it was 12 options, and we fit 7 in there.
Yeah.
So it's actually probably a little bit more.
Yeah.
Higher percentage given that I won't be doing all of the things on that.
I won't be doing all 12 because you can't fit all 12 on there,
That's right. I mean, I probably could down a little bit. I've got extra excess down the bottom if I wanted to, but then,
Like they're the leftovers.
I probably won't. No, I'll just pick and choose. I have actually worked out which ones I'm going to do, but I'll leave that for a surprise.
Yes, I've worked out mine too, but I just haven't got there yet.
Yeah. So, that one won't be worked on again this month because I'm just doing the Spooktober, except of course, travel stitching.
Travel stitching, that's different. Yeah.
It's a little bit different. So,
alrighty.
I have one other whip, but it's the Stitch On Me Halloween sale that Ro and I are both doing, so we'll show that together.
Yes,
once we've had a look at Ro's other whips.
Yes. So I've only got one other whip to show other than the Stitch On Me sale. So alrighty. So before we hit October, because after we filmed last time, we had a few days before.
We did.
And then we did the Strident sale with the Whip Warriors group. And I stitched on Snow White.
Yay!
Yep, thank you. That's awesome. Now, I call her Snow White, but she's actually called the Poison Apple, and it's by Bella Filipina. I spent 5 days on her, and I did 2,798 stitches. And she's now at exactly 50%. That's why I have a thread hanging. So I wanted to get her to exactly 50%. Yeah. And then, show her.
For the month, was it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Because that actually ticks off one of my, or should I say crosses off, because it's cross stitch, one of my Whip Go boxes.
Excellent.
So that was, the prompt was get a Disney pattern to 50%.
Right. Okay, so it covered that too.
So I'm so pleased with how she's looking. I've got a little bit of the Krynic in her, except for I'm not using Krynic, I'm using the Rainbow Gallery Petite Treasure Braid. And she doesn't have any beading yet, but the rest of it's all just DMC at the moment. Yeah. So I really worked from the ribbon on her waist down. So that's where you'll see the difference. But yeah, I like how she's coming along. You can actually tell that she's a person, you know what I mean now?
Yes, she has a figure in hair.
Yeah, and a nice puffy skirt.
Yeah.
Very
good.
Yeah. And then we've just got the sale.
So, how have we gone?
Now Kylie's ahead of me.
I am completely up to date apart from the one that came in this morning because we film basically first thing in the morning, so I haven't had time to do it. Ro was out all day yesterday.
I was. So I didn't get yesterday's done at all.
She didn't have time to do yesterday's one, but I have done it. First time I think I've been ahead of you on something that we started at the same time.
Yeah. Oh no, Victorian Charm, I think you're ahead of me on that one.
I am now. It took me a while, I think, to catch up with that, but anyway.
But it's funny, you know, because one time I take off like a rocket and you sort of follow, and then other times you take off like a rocket and I sort of follow. It's it's interesting.
So can't really tell you statistics on this one because each part comes out on a different day and we're loading them into markup as they come out.
Yeah. The only thing we can say is the frame is 100% done.
Yep.
And each day we get
we get one box to complete. So
and we try to fill in that box.
And yes, we've been trying to keep up with this one.
Now you're using called for DMC.
I am using the called for DMC colours. It is a fabric that I tea dyed myself though.
Yeah.
So it's not the called for fabric, but it is the called for threads.
Yeah. Now I'm using my random threads, and I'm throwing in like the DMC colours if I find that I need to. So for example, this one here, I needed to use the called for like purpley red because I couldn't find a random that I liked for it. And the blue cup underneath I used the DMC called for. The other ones I've kind of changed up if I can. I think is it cockatrice? Cockatrice? Something like that.
Cockatrice. I'm not sure on the correct pronunciation, but
I think I possibly used the same DMC, the call for, I can't remember now, but there was, I'm trying to get as close as I can without, you know, I just want to use up my randoms basically.
Yeah.
I did 8 days on mine, 1,292 stitches.
I didn't add mine up.
Oh, you didn't add yours up? Okay.
No, because they were all separate. So
you would have got more than that?
Yes.
Because you're ahead of me by one day.
Including yesterday's.
Yeah.
Whatever that one was, I can't remember. I think it was 200. No, I don't know, be guessing. Can't remember. Anyway.
It's fine.
Anyway, I'm up to date. That's all that matters,
yes.
right? And I will get today's one done later once we've done our filming and editing and everything.
Yeah. And once I go home tonight, I'll finish up yesterday's and then
catch up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So those are our whips.
Those are our whips.
Now I've got a couple of finishes.
Yes, you
They're
do.
actually start and finishes.
Saps.
And again, I have shown this one on Instagram. This is my Petite pumpkin.
It's so petite and so cute.
It is so cute and so small. So I've done 2 of them because I'm going to make it into a scissor fob, and kind of wish I had done them side by side now because then I could have folded it over instead of having to actually stitch 2 completely separate pieces. But anyway,
we live and we learn.
Yes. So this one is from Wrought Iron Stitching. It was in the Just Cross Stitch magazine, autumn 2024. And is a Spooktober start. I think it was a 32 count even weave that I picked up from the Nest, which is, you know, got some mottling in it. So I think it's been
it looks
hand dyed.
Maybe tea dyed or
something, I'm not sure, because it is on both sides.
Yeah.
So it's not been printed. But yeah, so
it's very cute.
I like that one, and I unfortunately didn't get a chance to fully finish it.
Yeah. And you used your randoms with that, didn't you?
I did. I had 2 random colours that I blended together, and I have actually found, I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera or not, but this one's actually turned out slightly more orange than that one. I think they're looking about the same on there. Just depended which way the threads fell as to what colour showed the most, because
Can I
they're
have a
both
look?
sort of orangey browny
Because
kind
I
of colours.
didn't notice that before you said that, so...
You can tell in person. I don't know if it's showing up.
Oh, yeah, you can. One sort of looks like more orangey, and then the other one sort of looks a little more tanny.
Yeah. So it was just the way the threads laid.
Yeah.
Because I blended 2 different colours. And the other start and finish that I had was the Ghosts and Goblins, and this is from Helen D, the East Coast Crafter. Sorry, Helen, that's a mouthful. And this one I just did it on a 14 count Ada that I had in my stash. I think it came from the D-Stash market last year, and it was one that looked like it had been tea dyed. Not well. So I actually soaked it and got some of the colour out. So it's still got a hint of colour so that my little ghosts, white ghosts show up on it. And that one was 686 stitches. And yeah, you know it's a free pattern on Helen's website.
When you first showed me this, she said to me, "Oh, I finished." And I was like, "Oh, what's she finished?" You know. And she sent the picture through, and I thought, "Oh my gosh, it's got chicken pox." And then I had to like actually looked at the photo and zoomed in, and I was like, "Oh no, it's not chicken." But I don't know. You know, you see spots, and you're just like, things come to your brain. But yeah, I was like, it's so cute.
It is very cute. Yeah. And so I do have plans to fully finish that into a little pillow.
Yeah, that'll be sweet as a little pillow.
Yeah. And then it can,
Actually, do you have fabric for the back of that? You do?
I just bought some.
Okay.
I will show that later.
I was going to say, I have some fabric at home that I think would suit that. But anyway, if you've got fabric, that's fine.
I do. All right.
Brain gets ticking.
Yeah. So those were my finishes. Did you have any finishes this time around?
No, I didn't. No.
Any FFOs?
Today. Nope.
No, I don't have any FFOs either. No. I was hoping to, but various things prevented that.
Yeah, life.
So we will then move on to plans.
Plans, yes. We have a stitching meetup.
We do have a stitching meetup coming up later this month, and we'll both be going to that one.
Yes, can't wait.
That's a lot of fun. I'll have to think about what project I want to take to that one.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to... Obviously, it'll be one of my Spooktober ones.
I'm thinking it'll be a Spooktober one too. So my supernatural ones might have to take
I might take the... If I haven't already finished the Skelly Dancers, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Because I can work on that on the train as well.
Yes, I'll probably work on my beer on the train.
But as I've said to you a couple of days ago, I'm itching for a new start because I've been holding off, and then when October hit, I was like, right, I get my new start fix, right? And then I'm like, now I need another new start fix. But I didn't. I restrained myself. And I continued on with what I was working on. But I really want to get the Halloween Spooktacular.
Right.
The one out of the Cross Stitcher magazine, I think it was. I really want to get onto that because I know one of our other friends at Catch Up is doing that one.
Right.
Joan. She was doing it on Saturday at our last stitching meetup.
Yes. Okay.
So now I've seen her doing it. And I'm like, right, I've got to get onto this.
if we go in that vein, I'm hanging to start my Halloween Quaker because one of our other friends at the Stitchy Meetup was working on that one and it was so good.
Let's do that then. Let's make a plan.
I want to make a start on mine.
Yes.
So I may actually start on that next week.
I've been waiting for you to pick that one up. Yeah.
I had hoped to do it at the last Stitchy Meetup we went to, but unfortunately I had migraine brain and could not focus on that one. Yep. Because it's on like a 20 count, I'm doing it over one, so I'll need my magnifier.
And that would be too much strain on the brain.
That was not going to work with my head the way it was when we went to that Stitchy meetup. So I'm hoping everything will fall into place for me to...
Yes.
I actually want to start it next week at Craft.
Okay.
And then I will continue it on.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Cool.
We will see.
Let's do that then.
Let's see if I can catch up. So yeah, that's the plans for Stitchy Meetup.
Yes. Whip go.
Well, if I can FFO one or the other of these, that knocks off one of my squares. The other one is to make a teacher gift, and I did say that would have to wait until next month because I'm only doing all my Spooktober stuff, other than my little Christmas bear. That's the travel one.
Yeah. Well, I crossed off one of my whip goes with the Disney pattern, so I'm happy about that. That was from a couple of months ago, so I'm really glad that one's...
Okay, so you've got a little bit of catching up to do for the whip go.
Yeah. Yep. So if I start on the Halloween Spooktacular one, that my whip go square for that is 750 stitches on a piece that comes out of a magazine or a book.
Okay.
So if I start on that one and get cracking on it, then I could possibly get that one finished by the end of the month. Before the end of the month.
So other than that, we will be continuing on with our Spooktober plans.
Yes. I'm actually really enjoying it because we don't normally celebrate Halloween as big as
No.
what other countries do.
No, I did one last year, which you can see up on the board there.
Did you notice our new board?
So that one I actually worked on for a stitch along last year. It was just any Halloween themed project. So I just did a quick little one.
And you worked on Cross Stitch Witch as well.
Cross Stitch Witch was not specifically for Halloween though.
No, but we included it because it's got a witch.
Yes, because it says witch.
Yeah. That's the only two we've got up there at the moment that are stitched.
So clearly we need to get some finishing done.
We do.
For our Halloween things.
Crack on your FFOs.
Ready for next Halloween, or even hopefully, fingers crossed, for our next video, we might have some finishes.
Yeah, we might.
And speaking of more Halloween, I've added 2 more Halloween projects to my plan.
Oh, have you?
Now, this first one, I blame Maggie from Homemade on the Ridge. Hi, Maggie.
Oh, yes, I know the one you're talking about. Hi, Maggie.
This is a little one that she had done. It is based on the movie Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
And she did hers on a green fabric and then put it in a white frame that she'd painted black stripes on to give it the Beetlejuice theme. And it was really good. And then I had the thought... I remember Ro buying some Beetlejuice fabric not so long ago.
So, Beetlejuice fabric. Let me
Beetlejuice fabric, and I am going to stitch the little Beetlejuice pattern.
Yep.
Which is from Brianna Lentz. So we'll put a link to her. It's a blog, I think, that she has. So she did the pattern, and I think she did hers in white on black fabric.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have a purple fabric that I hand dyed myself.
It's so pretty.
And I'm going to stitch it on that because then the purple will match in with what's on that fabric, and I'm going to turn that into a little pillow as well, which is why Ro has given me
a couple of squares.
A little section of the fabric to be able to do that.
Yes, and as soon as we saw that pattern, it was like I think we both thought of my Beetlejuice fabric. It was like, perfect.
Yep. So I'm going to turn that into a little cushion as well.
Yep.
The other one is from Primrose Cottage.
This is super cute.
If you sign up to their newsletter, this was sent out as a free pattern in the newsletter, and it is called Booze, Hisses and Cross Stitches.
It's so sweet.
And I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. I'm like, I want to start that, and I want to start Beetlejuice, and I want to start all the things for the Halloween stuff. But
I actually think Primrose Cottage stitches pull out really nice patterns.
Yes,
I fall in love with most of their patterns.
I keep looking at things and I'm like, I don't need to buy more patterns. But the free ones are okay.
Yes, the free ones are okay. They're not classed as...
When I catch up on a few things, then maybe I will look at buying some, because they do have some really nice patterns.
Yeah, I've done a couple of theirs too, and they're fairly easy. They're not hard patterns like the text ones.
They do a lot of small-ish...
is it typography that you call it when it's like the words and text and things, I don't
know. But yeah, they do a lot of small ones that you can turn into little cushions, or you can put in a small frame.
Decorative pieces,
and they've even got some finishing tutorials and things. So anyway, I was going to mention them later.
Okay. Whoops.
That's all right. The other idea I got for plans was from Jen's Fibre Web on Flosstube, and she does, I think she calls it Dark Friday stitching. Oh. So whenever there is a Friday the 13th in the month.
Yes.
That's when she, other than obviously October, which is the spooky month, she does her spooky stitching on the Friday the 13th.
And that would help you keep it moving too.
And I thought, for the ones I'm not going to get finished this month, because obviously, there are some bigger projects that I'm not going to get finished.
Like Hazel.
Yeah, like Hazel, Halloween Quaker, I'm not going to get finished. Flying Lesson, they're the bigger ones that I'm not going to get finished within the month. Some of the smaller ones I will. And I'm very tempted to start Beetlejuice, because that will only take me a couple of days to do. We'll see.
Might even, if you get a good day at it, you might even get that
there's
cracked
600,
over
no, there's 600 and something stitches.
Okay,
so it took me about 3 days to do Ghosts and Goblins.
Yep.
But the Beetlejuice one is just Beetlejuice written 3 times. So there's not a lot of, and it's all one colour, so it's not a lot of changing. So I think it took me 2 days to do the writing on this, and then another day to do
I find the writing,
rest of it.
when I'm stitching writing,
goes
text,
quick.
it's quick. It's really
so
quick, yeah.
I think probably I would get it knocked over in
So
2 days.
maybe 2 days.
I don't know that I would get it
Because
done in one.
On
If I
your
had a good
side-
day, like if I took it to the stitching
Yes.
meetup and had the whole day,
Yeah.
I would absolutely get it done.
Yeah. And on your side, it's all one colour and it's just
Yes.
text. So those two things combined will make it go quicker
Very
too,
quickly.
you know.
So anyway, so for the ones, the bigger ones that I'm not obviously going to get finished this month, I thought that's a way to keep them moving is to stitch them on
that's good
Friday
idea.
the 13th.
I missed that on her channel, so glad you brought that up.
And the next Friday the 13th, I already had a look, is in December.
Ah.
So
okay.
Whatever I don't get done this month, I will choose one of those to do on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Next month, assuming I don't have a million other things to do that day.
We're going to have a rush of Christmas presents to finish.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see. That is a plan anyway. It's not set in cement. It is a plan.
And that's the thing. We can adapt and change them if we need to.
Plans can change.
That's it.
All right. Did you have any other plans we have not yet mentioned?
No, just to keep spinning my random wheel app other than the Halloween spectacular. That's when I really want to sort of start on.
Yep.
But other than that, I'm just going to spin the wheel and see how we go. And let nature or let the universe tell me what to do.
let tiny decisions tell you what to do. All right.
Okay. Haul.
So we'll move into haul now.
We've got some haul.
So we went shopping at a little discount store near us.
Yes.
Called Choice. And that is where I got my lovely pumpkin earrings. So the earrings actually came as a set with a necklace, but I didn't want to wear a necklace because this is a cheap set. I'll only be wearing these for filming and maybe on Halloween.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to put the necklace on. So
that's fine.
I made it into a little zipper pull for my Halloween bag.
And it matches perfectly with the orange in the houses.
Orange is perfect. So, and with the zip and everything. So that's what I did with that one.
Well, the person who made that bag must have just thought she needs orange in there and needs an orange zip and, she's going to get a pumpkin.
Yeah, I wonder who that would be. Wouldn't be Ro from Ro's Crafty Corner by any chance. Anyway, so as soon as I saw this set, I thought, oh, it's perfect. My first thought was needle minders, and I'm like, no, I just bought Halloween needle minders from Magical Minders. Mm-hmm. I thought, oh, zipper pull.
Yeah, because it's quite a nice, cute little zipper pull.
Yes, it's very cute. Yeah. So, fell in love with him. And the other thing I got from the same shop, from Choice, was a little, you've got your little tins?
I do.
So we got some of these little tins, and this is going to fit my travel stitching in it because the lid is actually attached and it can lay flat or it can sit up, and it's a little bit deeper than the ones I have had it in. So I'm going to put my travel stitching into that one. And Ro got a couple of different ones.
These are my two little ones, gingerbread house and a Santa. Oh, there we go. So that's my two little tins.
So that was what we got from Choice. You got a few other things from Choice as well, didn't you?
Look how cute it is. Isn't it gorgeous?
It's very cute. And I'm not a cat person, but that's cute.
No, I'm not a cat person either, only because I'm allergic. So... but I do like that. That's cute.
Yeah, it is cute. So, and did you have anything else from Choice, or were they the only things you got? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I've got from Choice that I can show.
Okay. All right. And
sorry. The other thing we got from Choice was we heard Adelaide Stitches talking about on one of her days of Halloween. Yeah. I think it might have been.
It was the day she had to stitch candy corn
so
on the Halloween calendar from Tiny Modernist.
Yes, I just had a look at mine, and candy corn was on the second day.
Yeah.
And she said that she'd never tried candy corn because it's not widely available over here in Australia.
No, it's not, because we're not a big Halloween country.
Yeah.
But there is some things.
There are some people who celebrate it over here. Yeah. And the shops are now starting to get on that trend of selling Halloween things.
More and more, yes.
We found some candy corn, and we had the discussion, and I was like, oh, we should send her some candy corn so she could try it. So we sent it down, and if you haven't seen her video, she's received it.
Yes.
I'm glad you like your present, Adelaide. Yes, we're waiting to hear back on how it tastes. And I was quite surprised that they're hard.
Yeah.
They're not like soft,
they're
gummy,
not
chewy.
A gummy lolly. Yeah, no, they're a hard one.
They're like
we should have got ourselves some to try.
We should have.
We might have to go back there later. We'll see. Because we neither of us have ever tried it either. So we're kind of waiting for Adelaide to try it.
And she's going to try it on Halloween with her kids and let us know. So,
So we look forward to hearing that. So
that's awesome.
That's great. That was everything for choice.
Yes, that was everything from choice.
We got some things from
Spotty,
which is our local craft, one of the major chain craft stores in Australia. So we both got some of these. So this is a Halloween fat quarter bundle. We got the same one, and then Ro got another one as well.
Is that the same one as yours? Yeah, that's the same one as yours.
That's the same one. So there's 5 different ones in there.
And then I got this one as well.
Yeah. And you were asking me about fabric for my ghosts and goblins. That one.
Oh, that's the one you're going to do.
That's the one I specifically bought this bundle for, and the others were just kind of bonuses.
Excellent.
Because it's got a hint of purple in it.
Yes.
Which I thought went well with it, and of course, because it's got the ghosties on it.
Orange and the black and the white. Yeah,
and it's got the ghosts. So I thought that one would work very well. So that was why I specifically went looking for that bundle.
Yes, excellent.
And then we both got
some little orange pom-pom
trim.
Very cute.
Which they've only got out for Halloween, and that was on special. We got some other trims. So I got this cording one because I thought, no, I haven't shown you that one yet. I only got it yesterday. I thought maybe it would work as cording.
Oh, yeah,
for that.
Perfect around the
outside and a loop to hang on the scissors.
Yeah.
So I thought that could work with that when I saw that one. I'm like,
yes.
Yeah. So I got that one, and then they had these multi-packs of different colour pom-pom trims.
Nice and bright.
And I thought, like, even some of those colours, like the green and the purple, could work for Halloween. That is green. It's showing up like fluorescent yellow, but it is green.
Yeah, it's like
kind of like a fluoro green.
Yeah.
So, there's a couple of colours on there that I thought would work with Halloween things or anything else.
I got 2, they're like tinsel, glittery.
Yeah, just
trims.
Thin tinsel.
You can see it shining. So, yeah.
Sparkly ones.
Yeah, very pretty. And then I got this one, which is like a, sorry, it's not in the, I'm trying to not get the glare. We got a new camera and
it's hard to get the glare off when you've got a light directly facing it.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get this. There we go. Okay, this one's like a lacy trim, so black lacy trim.
So perfect for Halloween or anything else.
Yep. And then this one is
cute.
Pumpkins.
I was thinking about this one too, but I haven't bought any yet.
So pumpkin trim.
Yeah.
So I'll use them at some stage for something Halloween-y.
Yep.
I didn't have anything like those 2 last trims at home. And I don't think
they're very sort of specific to Halloween, aren't they?
And I don't think I have anything like the tinsel ones at home that I can remember.
Not in those colours, at least.
Yeah.
I might have picked up some in like Christmassy colours because, you always associate tinsel with Christmas.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I've got a red or a green one or a silver one or something. But, nothing in like Halloween-y colours.
No.
Or themed,
Yeah. My last bit of haul was from when I went to Titanic, the Human Story. Okay, so we went through and I had to buy a souvenir of some sort.
That's a big bag.
It was a big bag
souvenir.
For a little key charm thing. Now, it has got 3 separate little charms.
Yes.
So there's an anchor, the Titanic ship, and the other one is the White Star Titanic logo. And I thought that I could use those as zipper pulls.
Can I have a closer look? Because I haven't seen this yet. I mean, I saw it on the picture, but...
Yeah, so I thought I could use those as zipper pulls, one for the bag that I actually put my Titanic project in.
Yeah.
And the others just for whatever.
Yeah, very
I feel like. So, yeah, as soon as... It was actually my husband that pointed them out.
Oh.
Because I'd said to him when we were going, I'm like, I wonder if they'll have, like, pins or something I could turn into needle minders. And then he actually was the one that pointed out the key ring. They did have a key ring that had just the ship, like a much bigger one, but it was too big for a zipper pull. And I'm like, this way for the same price, I can get 3.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Smaller ones that are a better size.
Yeah, okay.
So,
well done.
He was the one that actually pointed that out. So
well done.
That was lovely of him to point that out to me and encourage me to spend money. So that is all of my haul.
You did get something else.
Oh, I did. I forgot about those.
You got these things. Because I made an order with JK's. And
yeah, I put in a JK's order and said, do you want anything? And I've got these little, they're like little silicone loop things that you can either put around your skein of thread if you work from that.
They're designed to go around bobbins or spools of sewing thread.
Yeah, so it stops them unraveling.
And
but what I've actually been using them for is on my Stitchonomy cell, because I've been putting it in these hoop frames.
I use them for that too.
So I roll it up and I sort of put that on there to hold the fabric.
Yeah, I do
so that I don't have excess fabric hanging off the bottom. So I got 5 of those in the blue.
I was watching a YouTube channel the other day, and I can't remember who it was now. I should have written it down. And they were using these because they were using Valdani threads, and they come in like a ball. And once you like a round ball of yarn, for example, you know, and once you start pulling it out, it sort of just unravels.
Yeah.
So they put this around the ball of the Valdani thread, and it just keeps it together, so it doesn't unravel.
I have seen people wrap them around DMC skeins as well to stop them coming undone.
Okay, so when I made my JK's order, I was in the market for these, and these are tacky bills. Apparently, they used to be called tacky bobs, and now they're called tacky bills. So don't ask me why. What they do is it's like a
Bob
CD.
Changed his name to Bill.
Maybe. It's just like a CD case, for those of you who know what CDs are.
Those who are old enough.
Showing my age. And basically what you do is you open it up, and it's got an adhesive layer on the inside. And when you're doing beading on your projects, you pour your beads into here. Little by little, however many you need.
Yeah, not the whole packet.
No. And then you just pick it up from your needle in here, and your beads don't go everywhere. If you knock it, they're not going to go anywhere because they're stuck to the adhesive. And if you get like out and about and you're halfway through that and you don't want to pack up your bead, you just close it back down and it protects your beads in there and you don't lose them and all the things. So
excellent.
I've been looking for them for quite a number of months. And I found that JK sold them, so I was like, onto it.
Excellent.
I also got the cross-stitch journal from the Fat Quarter Shop. Now, they brought this out, I think, the beginning of this year, possibly, or maybe they had brought it out last year. And it's it's room for 50 projects in there.
Okay.
So in the front of it, you list all your stitchy projects. And then it gives you a full page for each project.
To put all the details in.
To put, all your details and stuff in.
Nice.
So I'd been looking at that and I was like, maybe. And then I got it.
Very good.
I thought, well, I'm getting that. I might as well grab some more ball tip needles. And JK's always sends you a little needle minder.
Oh, it's like a little button.
Yeah, it's like a little wooden button.
Cute.
So, yeah.
Very cute.
That was JK's. Then I went to East Coast Fabrics because I saw this one on their website and I just had to have it for Halloween. So I'm going to hold it back. I don't know, am I in frame?
Yeah.
So you've got like a witch's dress and foot, cauldron, broom, all the nature thingies. Don't look too close, Kylie. No. Mushrooms and all the things. So I thought that might be a nice backing for one of my pieces as a wall hanging.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like what you can see is a quarter of what I've got. So, yeah, it's quite wide. All right, that's that one. Then I went to the craft show yesterday.
Yeah, which is why she didn't get a Stitchonomy cell caught
up. That's right. And I made a list.
Yeah.
And I got the things on my list, but I got a couple of things extra as well.
Of course.
So I got a 6.5-inch ruler, which will help with the quilting and sewing and things that I do at home. And they're always good to have because they're a good size.
Yep.
And continuing on from the 6.5-inch ruler, I made the investment and I got this one. And this one's a 16.5-inch ruler. So it's quite big.
Yes, it is.
You use this for quilting a lot and like this will help me with the project bags, cutting them out.
Okay.
It'll make my job easier and more efficient. So
excellent.
That's why I got that one. There was a reason, there was a purpose behind getting it. So. Yeah. Now, I got some zipper tape. So these are all 3 meter lengths. And these didn't come with any zipper pulls, so I'm going to have to get some zipper pulls for them.
Okay.
And yep, that's it for
Those
those ones.
Yep.
And then I got some Sashiko pieces. Now
Hold them all up together.
there's a Christmas one. There's that's another Christmas one. It says Silent Night. It's upside down.
Oh, well.
And then you've got that's Kaleidoscope. So that one's just all different pieces. And that one is the Four Seasons.
Cool.
So my plan for the Four Seasons is to do one colour per season.
Okay.
And there was a lady who gave me a tip yesterday when I was there, and I was like, thank you very much. So it's amazing what you find out when you go to places.
Yes.
And then I got some linen and Ada from one of the ladies that's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cross stitch heavy with at the show, so it's there's like a
bit.
bluey grey and a grey, a neutral and another grey. These two are Ada, so a baby blue and a ecru colour. A navy blue, because I don't actually have any navy blue at home.
Mm.
And then these are they were all 50% off because she was getting rid of them. So this one she's labelled as Ada, but it's not. It's more like a canvasy type linen.
Slubs like
linen.
linen.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway.
Definitely not Ada.
No. Blue, like a yellowy buttercream colour.
Mm-hmm.
Neutral. And then they had I thought there was one more. A brown one.
Yeah. And
then they had some patterns that were $2 each or 7 for $10.
Okay.
So these two, our lovely friend Denise gave to me because they were her extra 2.
Oh, okay.
Like they would have been free anyway.
Yeah.
So she gave me, I picked them out.
Laundry room.
Cute. And this one has got African animals, 2x2 for the prairie schooler. So it's along the lines of Noah's Ark.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got, how am I going to do this? Can you help me? The flowers. So on this side.
Hard to
show
that side without the glare.
It's like a year full of flowers and by each month. So, January in the flowers, February in the flowers, so on and so forth. And then I got an Australia one. And I got a watering can with strawberries. And this was the first one I picked up because I was like, this is adorable. Snowman Wisdom. So he's very cute. And then I got that one, By the Sea. Now, I'm not sure if I've got that one at home or not. I think I may, but I don't know. Karen Carter, Retail Therapy, because I did some retail therapy yesterday. Prairie Schooler Button Up. So it's a Christmassy one. And so they were all in the bundles. And then this one was a kit. So this one was Koalas by Bothy Threads.
Yeah, I was going to say Bothy Threads. Cool.
Yes. So
very
that's
good.
that. And then I went to the Scissor Man. Oh, well, I got the Marulas from the Scissor Man. He's awesome. And then he has little packs of scissors. So there's like 8 packs of scissors in there. 8 pairs of scissors in there.
Including some of the little mini travel ones like we got when we went on the cruise.
On the cruise, yeah.
They've been great for my travel stitching because they're small and they just fit in something, a small pouch or something.
Sorry about that. But I like them because they all have the covers. Like, so it's not going to stick into your stitching.
Stitching or your project bag or whatever.
And then I got some more Best Press, which is for my ironing of my fabrics.
You had a drink when you pulled that out. Don't drink that.
No, don't drink that. No. You'd be very sick if you drank that. And then I got 3 books. So a lot of the books they had there I already had, or there was some there that I had heard of and I flicked through and I didn't really.
Weren't for you?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So this one, the Ultimate Cross Stitch Pet Collection. So it's got a heap of different pets inside. Then there's this one, Cross Stitch My Home. And Denise actually recognised this one and she was like, oh, you've got to go follow her on Instagram. She's awesome. And I was like, okay, I'll get around to doing that. So you might want to have a flick through because it's got like seasons and things and
I'll have a look at that after.
And then this one I've been looking for months because one of my friends has it and has recommended it to me. So Sashiko. So it's got 365 different patterns, so you can make up your own Sashiko patterns.
There's one for each day of the year.
Yeah. And on the back,
quick.
on the back, they've got them all made into like a quilt.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very cute.
And then I just got some more rotary cutter blades because obviously with all the cutting and project bags and stuff I've been doing, my blades are getting
a bit
worn.
Yes, a bit dull.
And then while I was there, I had organised with a lady to meet up with her, and she gave me her old piece of her old project that she no longer wanted. Oh. And she said to me, do with it what you like. So I don't know. I was thinking what I might do, because there's a bit of a stain here. I might wash it, see how it comes up. I might just see if I can cut that part and put it like into a needle book or something like that, and then use the rest of the fabric for something else.
Yeah,
so
that's a good idea.
To be decided. I haven't fully worked that out yet.
Stay tuned for that one.
Yeah. Okay. Now the only other haul I have is on one of our Facebook groups. One of the ladies was getting rid of a scroll frame.
Right.
And I said, yes, please. So this is the bottom part of it. Wait, wrong way. That's the bottom part of it. And the other part of it, you saw earlier, is the Halloween calendar. So
this would sit like on a tabletop.
Yes.
And then that would attach
goes in there. You know, so you can spin it around and do things.
Flip it over if you need to bury your threads and whatever.
Yeah. Now I had this working with this on the couch, and it worked because I had to have my leg through here to hold it still.
Oh, okay.
But then it wouldn't give me the movement.
You wouldn't be able to flip it over.
Yeah.
No, much better on a tabletop, I think, for this sort of one. Yeah.
And then so I ended up putting it in my Lowry stand. So that's why they're separate from each other at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. But that could work maybe like for a retreat or something. If you
wanted
to have it on the table in front of you.
If I had enough room, I don't want to be like encroaching on the next person's, you know.
Well, we should have a bit more room, a bit more space this year. So
yes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. You can take it with you if you want to. You don't have to work on it. You can work on something else.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, we've got plenty of time to decide that.
Not
and
really.
True. I keep thinking it's further away than it actually is. Yeah.
Well, because it's not until November, and November seems so far away, but it's the first weekend of November.
It does, like the first couple of days into.
So we will be filming, I think, only once more before we go.
Once more beforehand, yeah. And then we'll be filming afterwards.
We will go through our plans for that next time.
Yes, we will. Now, quickly, the only other thing I got was my Random Acts of Kindness. Mm-hmm. So I got given this magazine, Enjoy Cross Stitch, and it came with all the things that
the threads and the card inserts and ribbons and things. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that's that one.
Nice.
And then I got given this one, and I said yes, please, because what's in the middle there? An elephant.
And what's Rose's favourite animal?
Elephants. And then I got given the Waratah. And I love this. This is absolutely beautiful. So that will be a plan to stitch at some stage. I'm not sure when, probably next year. But
it'll go on the list.
Yeah, it's definitely high on the list.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
That's it. All right. Well, we'll just quickly run through a couple of Flosstubes that we have watched. Obviously, we've mentioned a couple already. Adelaide Stitches.
Yes.
She's doing Halloween projects as well and updating daily, so and they're just short videos, so that's nice for me because I can watch that each day.
I think they're about 10 minutes long, maybe. Maybe not even that,
because she's going through the Halloween calendar by Tiny Modernist that she's doing, and then she's spinning a wheel to show what she's going to work on that day, because she films them in the morning.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And shows her progress from the previous day on whatever she spun up that day.
Yes.
So they're quite good to watch, nice little short ones. And Primrose Cottage, I mentioned that if you sign up for their newsletter, I think they've only just started doing the freebie. So I think that's the first one.
It's the first one I've got. I think I signed up when you told me to sign up.
Yeah. Well, That was the first newsletter I got since signing up to, because I only just signed up recently.
Yeah.
So, and they do Flosstube as well,
Mm-hmm.
and do tutorials and all the things. So check them out too.
They're pretty
really
big
good.
in the cross-stitching world.
Yeah.
They're pretty big in America.
Yeah. The other one I wanted to mention was Cross Stitch the Globe.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, ladies. I've been enabled again.
Me too.
They just recently did a video. One of their extras was with
the Halloween patterns.
Halloween patterns.
And then they did
40 plus Halloween free patterns.
Free patterns you can download.
And they did 30 plus free autumn patterns or something.
And both videos I was highly enabled. So I'm like, yep.
So the Halloween one I was definitely enabled. Some of them I already had.
Oh, okay.
Not
there
many. A couple of them I already had. Yep. So I got some more.
Yep.
But I didn't only stop at the Halloween patterns. I looked at all the freebies.
I did the same thing.
And downloaded more than just the Halloween ones, or sometimes an alternative Halloween one that hadn't been mentioned.
Yes.
So thanks, girls.
And the thing is, and as they mention, is the designer has the right to take them down at any time. So at the time of their filming, they were free.
Available.
The time that we downloaded them, they were free. And so, if you want them, don't delay. Go and get them, download them, put them in your...
Save them somewhere that
in a folder or something on your computer.
Yeah, because if you wait a year and think I'll get that one next year for Halloween,
it might not be there.
It may not be there.
Yeah.
So I've definitely got more than enough Halloween patterns for next year as well. Thank you very much.
And I think by the time this time of the year rolls around next year, we'll be like, there's 10,000 more Halloween patterns we want.
There's new ones coming out all the time. So, and there's plenty more that we don't know about as well. So,
and I like that they did the Halloween separate to the autumn, because our autumn is in the first half of the year, right? And I find that a lot of designers do Halloween and autumn together.
Yeah. And
it makes it hard for us, and then they call it fall.
Yes.
And I'm like, we call it autumn. We don't call it fall.
Yeah. So I was actually really happy to see in there, they actually called it autumn patterns. There was a mix of fall and autumn.
Yes.
Like with the wording on them, and then there were ones that didn't have wording on them at all. They were just the images.
Yeah.
So it was great that there was a mix of those in there.
Thank you very much for separating the two.
Yes.
Because it is much appreciated.
It's not one and the same here.
Yes, yeah.
We're currently in spring, not autumn.
Yes,
so
and it's
though you wouldn't know it today,
like anything outside.
You wouldn't know it was spring today.
No,
it's very gloomy and rainy.
One I wanted to quickly mention was Homemade on the Ridge. Maggie, you have inspired me with your finishes.
Yes, they're amazing.
To the point where I paused the video. I called my husband and he was like, what do you want? And I'm like, you need to come here for a minute. I need to show you something. And he watched it with me and I'm like, do you reckon you could make something like that for me? Not exactly the same, but, inspired and, And he's like, yeah, I reckon I could knock something up. So I'm like, thank you very much. You've now put an image in his mind, and he's going to...
Because he's very creative as well. He actually made the wooden Halloween board up there.
This one up here.
Happy Halloween.
It's hand painted by him.
Yeah.
And he's done the burning technique on the ends.
Yeah.
And then he painted all the rest of the things for us.
Yeah.
So yes, that was very much appreciated.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna have a little play around now that he's seen your finishing.
And we're talking about the Halloween house.
The big haunted house. Yes. And I said to him...
So if you haven't seen that, go and watch. I think it was in Maggie's first video.
It was number one.
She had a whole bunch of Halloween finishes and things in there.
It's massive.
And that was where I found the Beetlejuice.
It's fantastic. It really is. Once you see it, you will know why we're
talking about and why, because it is amazing.
But yeah,
she does the best finishes.
I said to him, you need to get onto that.
Preferably before Halloween.
Well, he said to me, what pattern are you going to put in it? And I said, well,
I will find something.
I don't know yet, but I will give you a pattern to work off, So, yeah. Alrighty.
Anybody else you want to mention?
Oh, Maddie Stitches. She's another Aussie young lady I started watching. So
I'll have to have a look.
Yes. she's very nice, and you can tell she's an Aussie.
Yeah.
The lingo, and like
I love it.
people
when I
say we
see
have an
others.
accent, and I'm like, no, we don't have an accent, but you
But
know,
she
you
does.
can hear she's Aussie.
Depends what part of Australia you're
Yeah.
from as to, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like any other country.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
We've had a busy one.
We have. So we're going to go and get on to editing now. If you
Yes.
have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We do really appreciate it. If you can give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share us with your friends. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you're working on for Spooktober, if you are doing any Spooktober
definitely
projects, especially if it's one of the ones that we are also doing.
We're working on, yeah. Or you may enable us with something else. Who knows?
Yeah, that is entirely possible. All right.
Until next time,
Stay crafty.